Hey guys, Liquid here, and welcome back to Let's Answer Some Questions. As always, push buttons below, and I will answer them next week. Let us get started. First question, it comes from XX, who asks, sorry about the last Q&A if it came across as rude. Anyway, my new question is, are you ever planning to quit since you aren't getting as many views as you used to? I hope not, since you're an amazing YouTuber, but ever since that 7-month break, your channel's been kind of dying. Keep up the great work, man. Right, so, okay, it says, sorry about the last Q&A. I think he asked something about, you know, like, are you ever going to do Spider-Man games again? I think that was the question. Do I ever plan to quit? Well, I would say that, the chances that I'm actually probably going to be doing this forever probably are very slim. You know, I can't imagine being, 50 years old and making YouTube videos like this. I just putting that out there. But do I have any, current intentions to just quit at some point? No. Will there be, I will say there probably will still be, hiatuses and whatnot, but, sometimes you need a break, but I probably, for the foreseeable future, probably will not just completely quit. And even if I did quit, I would sooner just stop doing things, for example, on this channel, rather than just making things like internet content completely. For example, I've still got, I've made recently a channel where like just random Japanese stuff, and even if I don't make videos here, I'm just much more passionate about the Japanese side of things, and whatnot. So even if I don't make videos here, you might see something over there. But in regards to, ever since that 7-month break, your channel's been kind of dying. So anything about my channel, quote unquote, dying, I would say that, assuming that the 7-month break you're talking about is between 2015 and 2016, I would say that my peak on YouTube, in terms of views and whatnot, probably was around mid or early 2013. And obviously being a peak, once you hit the peak, imagine a graph or whatever, where there's a peak or whatever. After the peak, you go down. And so I would say that my views and whatnot have dropped, probably since 2013. Just to speak in regards to this idea of getting few views, therefore quit, one thing to keep in mind is that still, I probably get as many views, in a day or two than I got in my entire first year of making videos, from 2008 to 2009. And so, would you go back in time to, my early days and say, oh, you're not getting that many views, you're going to quit soon? Because I think that question comes from a strange, not strange, but has a not quite correct view, I guess, of what the person making the content actually is doing it for. Are they doing it to get views, or are they just doing it for, fun and whatnot? And, for the most part, any views and whatnot has been a bonus. I could, if I wanted views, I would just play Spider-Man games all day, but I don't really care to do that, so I don't do it all day, or whatever, you know what I mean? Even if, also just to say, the viewers that have stayed or whatever have, seem to have shown that they enjoy the things that I do and whatnot. When I first kind of came back from that big hiatus that I went on from 2015 to 2016, you know, when I was on that hiatus, I wasn't really thinking about YouTube. At that time, I was just really hammering in studying Japanese. And I wasn't really ever thinking about YouTube, and whenever I did think about YouTube, I just kind of assumed that most people would have forgotten about me, and the idea that anyone really still cared about my channel was kind of like just a foreign idea. Like it just didn't really seem that people would really ever care. And when I did finally get around to, you know, making that video, you know, announcing that I was going to come back, I looked at like my most recent video at the time, which was a Marvel Ultimate Alliance video. And there were just so many comments, like that were coming out fairly regularly. It's not like, you know, it's not like they were old comments. Like they were still coming in regularly. Like people just saying like, oh man, I wonder where Liquid's gone. I wonder if he's okay. And honestly, it was very strange to see that type of stuff, because I like I said, I just assumed that people would have completely moved on and forgotten about me. I didn't really ever get the feeling that people actually cared about my channel or anything. And so to see comments like that, it actually really had an effect on me. To see what people actually seem to care. I feel like yeah, I think that's probably the best explanation of that question, I suppose. James Edition asks, "Hey Liquid, I wanted to let you know that for the past few years, I have battled different mental health conditions such as depression. One of the few things that has helped me through many of those times is watching your videos. Thank you. Have you seen the Venom trailer?" First off, I just want to say, you know, I am honored, I guess, that my videos have been able to help you and whatnot. Like just like I was talking about before, you know, even though sometimes, you know, when I look at my own videos, I'm just kind of like, do people really enjoy this? But you know, the fact that, you know, you did seem to take something away from it. And my videos have seemed, you know, do seem to contribute something to people. You know, makes me feel nice. You know, and whatnot. So thank you very much. And have I seen the Venom trailer? I'm assuming that you mean, because there was another Venom trailer that I did like look through on a Q&A video. I think that was like came out like a couple months ago. I don't know when that came out, but I saw that one, and I think I looked through the new trailer, and I just kind of looked. I didn't really like it. Looked interesting, I guess. Like I don't really have too much interest, but hopefully people that are excited for it enjoy it or whatever. Zabax asks, "Are you going to do some sort of funny moments videos? Maybe a compilation of all your funny moments? I personally loved your Web of Shadows playthrough, and there were many funny moments in there." At the moment, I have no plans to do so, and unless people were to actually, you know, send me like recommendations or something for something like that, I probably would never make something like that. The only thing I can really think that I would use something like that for would maybe be for like making a channel trailer that like people see if they're not subscribed to me, they would see that video. Otherwise, I don't really see too much of a point. But if I were to make something like that, people would need to, you would need to send me what the actual clips are, because like talking about Web of Shadows, like, you know, I don't really have that much of a, you know, detailed memory of, you know, all the things that I said in each Let's Play and whatnot. So people would need to, you know, actually send me stuff, because that's pretty much a blank in my mind right now. Red Hood 440 asks, "How many Spider-Man games have you played?" Assuming that you mean actually played and not just like Let's Played. The only games that I've not Let's Played probably are just Spider-Man 2 for the Game Boy Advanced, and Spider-Man 3 for the PS2. Other than that, I'm pretty sure I've pretty much Let's Played every Spider-Man game that I have played. So if you just search Spider-Man on my channel, you'll probably get everything that you need, other than those two games. Sirlos asks, "Do you play Fortnite?" And not to tease him, but I noticed that he edited his comment, but he still spelled it as Fortnite. I've not played Fortnite. I have no real plans to ever do so. Like it looks interesting, but like I've mentioned before, I just don't really play that type of game. Red Robin asks, do you prefer movies or books/comics? I'm assuming that, okay, rather than just like break it down to movies, books, and comics, I'm just going to talk about visual versus textual media, because I think that would be easier to answer. But do I have? I don't think I wouldn't really say I would have too much of a preference. I feel like they each serve their own functions. You know, I do enjoy visual media and films and whatnot, and television series, but I do also, you know, agree with the opinion of many. You know, when people talk about, you know, oftentimes if something is based on a book, if like there's a film or something that's based on a book, a lot of things simply are lost by the inherent nature of it being a visual medium, because, you know, things in a book that would be, you know, very vividly described and whatnot, in a film will simply just be, you know, shown. For example, you know, if someone's walking down a hallway, you know, in a movie, you might just see, you know, close up of their face and close up of their facial expressions as you see them walk down the hallway. You might like the camera might look at the walls or something, whereas like a book might be like he walked down the hallway like frightenedly, and as his eyebrow twitched to a 90-degree angle, and he looked across the room and saw the mold growing on the wall, like it's like that type of thing. But like I said, they each have their own purposes. Halo Master asks, can you let's play Call of Duty 4? It is my favorite game of all time. I find it funny that Call of Duty 4 is your favorite game, but your name is Halo Master. But can I play it? Can I let's play it at some point? Probably yes. As well as all the other Call of Duties. I myself also played a lot of Call of Duty 4, and so I did enjoy it a lot. So it is something that you could look forward to in the future. Reaper94 asks, will you ever show your face again on a video? I won't like I won't like question, like just mark the thing out of but put it out of the I won't like completely write it off or whatever, but I have no plans to really ever do so. I don't really see myself as needing to do so, because, you know, I feel like most of the stuff, all the content that I really want to create simply just doesn't really need anything like that. Like I've never really been too big a fan of, you know, face cam and whatnot. So I have no real plans to do so. Have you ever played any sports? Flame Gamer Hotspot 2000 asks, have you ever played any sports? Also, if you're reading this by the time you upload, it is my birthday. Happy birthday, Flame Gamer Hotspot 2000. Have I played sports? I have played some sports in elementary school. I believe like for first grade or something like that. Like I can't remember how many years. I believe I played it for a couple of years. But I played T-ball, which if people don't know, T-ball is basically baseball, but the ball, instead of being pitched, you know, thrown to the batter by another player, it is simply hit from off of a post called a tee, you know, to make it easier for children and whatnot. And so I played that, and other sports, you know, like, you know, I sometimes my friends and I would, like, you know, we would play, like, throw a football back and forth. I don't think we would ever really play actual football or anything, but you know, stuff like that. Or like obviously, you know, at school, you know, at physical education, you know, do things like you play volleyball one day or something like that. So like I've had a lot of experiences like that. But other than that, I've never really, like sought out sports or whatever, like sought out to play sports. That is that for this week, folks. Hopefully I've answered your question well and whatnot and thoroughly. And stay tuned for more Let's Answer Some Questions next week. Post questions below and I'll answer them next week. But until next time, liquid out.